Meteor, the dragons are rooted. I don't know if you heard. I might have had a role in it. Lest you wonder, the fighting at the Steel Vigil was so fierce. But my Crystal Braves were not found wanting. Did I mention they were mine? I'm in charge. Commander Lavalier, Meteor, true to your word, you arrived to aid us in our hour of need. On behalf of the Holy See and the people of Ishgard, I offer you my humble thanks. Though I would stay and lavish you with well-deserved praise, I fear I must oversee the aftermath of the siege because I take leadership as a chance to actually do something. Not all the dragons have fled, and there are yet wounded to be carried from the field. Pray let us meet anon that I might express my thanks with proper courtesy. Oh, I too would offer my thanks, Meteor, but they're not owed because I did all the work. Through your deeds, we, right? See, let me rephrase. Through your deeds, we, as in both of us, have achieved a victory of singular importance. No need to track down who contributed more than who. We did it. Teamwork, I say. With the Dravanian horde thus weakened and scattered, the threat to Ishgard has been greatly diminished, if I may say so myself, and mayhap equally significant. And I understand the concept of equal. The Holy See must now recognize the necessity of cooperation with foreign powers. Long have they barred their gates against the outside world, but I am confident that the day will soon come when Ishgard proclaims itself a member of the Eorzean Alliance once more. Much have we sacrificed in our struggles against dragons and primals, the Ascians and the Empire, but step by unfaltered step, we march ever nearer to our goal. And as ever, the journey is made with you in the van. The victory you have won this day gives us greater hope for the morrow. 'Tis a hope that shall sustain us in the days to come and bear us past the many evils that yet seek to hinder our progress. Yet we have done well, my friend, and I, for one, would take a moment to savor the enormity of our collective achievements. The demands of duty, however, allow me little time for levity. I am exhausted from how you slayed that dragon. I must accompany Captain Ilberd back to Uldar and reassign those braves whose squad suffered heavy losses. Heavy is the man that must use the pin where the other drops his blood. You, my friend, have earned a rest at the Rising Stones. Pray return to Revenant's Toll and share your tale with Minfilia in person. Shocking. Shocking. There's a whole lot of wheeze in there, huh? Whole lot of wheeze. Jade, welcome in. Glad you're having a good time. Whole lot of wheeze. If you guys wanted to see me do Crystal Tower, I think the last of that's going live over on Gaming Lore, kinda. If you missed it. We did Binding Coils yesterday. The stream's still available if you want it that way, but it'll get broken apart the same way and pushed over there soon enough. Those are kind of the big moments of ARR. It's all over there, but those are the big moments. Oh. And I would like to note that it's we, because Chris the mod, my name's Chris, his name's Chris, so I'd like to say Chris did the work, even though it's actually Chris the mod that's broken it into clips and pushed it over there and titled and thumbnailed it. But Alphino would say, what's important here is that we did it, right? Not that other Chris did all the work, but that we have achieved moving my story playthrough over there. Meteor, welcome back. Alphino actually already called ahead and took the credit. He sent word of the siege and, of course, the role that you played in ending it as a pair. Your deeds ever cease to amaze me, Meteor. Thank you. Interesting. So even in the part that I was supposed to do to go take credit, he called ahead. Shocking. 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 You must be weary, Meteor, and now may very well be your only chance to... Antecedent! I was going over the books and paying myself a modest salary, and a messenger from Uldar arrived with a missive for you. Oh. Well, let's see. The royal seal. Curious indeed. Ah, an invitation. On behalf of the Council of the Eorzean Alliance, Her Royal Majesty Nanamo Ul Nanamo invites the Scions of the Seventh Dawn to attend a feast at the Royal Palace of Uldar in honor of Ishgard's recent victory. It would seem we as a group ought to be recognized for our collective part in fighting the siege. You for your valiant efforts as commander of the adventurers' contingent, and the Archons for their earnest attempts to rouse the city-states. Truly, I find it strange that the Alliance leaders should think themselves deserving of a place at such a celebration. Obviously, I know that you and Alphino pull equal work, but what are they doing there? All three refuse to deploy their standing armies, preferring to send hastily assembled companies of sellswords, many of whom perished ere the siege began, and they are truly so brazen as to seek to share in the glory of your triumph. I just can't not imagine that you and Alphino are not upset that somebody would be trying to take credit for something they did not help with. You are both so mature, but mayhap they simply seek a pretext to meet the Ishgardians while the mood is yet jubilant. Such an occasion would present a fine opportunity to press for Ishgard's return to the Eorzean Alliance. We have scarce had time to mourn Moen Breda, and I, for one, am in no mood to carouse. But I suppose we must put away our grief for the good of the realm. Though you are promised rest, I fear I must insist that you also attend. It would be a strange celebration indeed if the victorious hero were not present. Pray content yourself with the thought that such occasion may bring about momentous change, and this without recourse to bloodshed. Tataru, if you would do me the favor of contacting the rest of the Scions. Oh, of course, Antecedent. And please let me know if there's anything else I can do. I bill all of my hours equally. Curious. I've never known Tataru to sigh at such requests. Could aught be amiss? Maybe she wanted to be invited. Tataru is troubled. I am certain of it. Would you mind speaking with her? I fear any concern I show will be met with stoic denials. Sure. I don't actually know why she's upset. Oh, she's gone. She's gone. This is our chance to look over the books and see where the money goes. And where the money comes from also, which would be handy. She's conspicuous by her absence. Look at all these guys. Look at them all. Tataru, I believe she just stepped outside. Now that I think on it, she did seem rather preoccupied. All right. This would be our chance to learn where the money comes from and where it goes, instead of having to wait, like, years for a chance to look at the books. Oh, look where she is. What you doing up here? Oh, Media, it's you. I didn't mean to worry anyone. It's nothing, really. Well, not nothing exactly, but it feels like nothing compared to the towering trials you and others face every day. And that's why I should probably talk to Minfilia before things get any worse. Oh, as you know what they always say, Media, I'm glad we had this little chat. Where did she go? Alright, back to Minfilia. Is Chitaru back at her desk? No. Well, now where'd she run off to? She said she'd talk to Minfilia. She better be in here. Otherwise, it's just one more time she's lying and deceiving us. Oh, there she is. Alright, alright, alright. My mind is made up. About what? Yes, Chitaru. You have my undivided attention. I've been hesitant to broach the subject with all the recent excitement, but Meteor made me realize that there's no time like the present, and time is what I'm here to ask you for. I'm not sure I understand. If you wish to be excused from your duties for a time, then you certainly have earned the rest, but I suspect that lying abed is far from your intent. You know too well, Antecedent. There is, in fact, something I've been wanting to try my hand at. Along with the adventurers at the Crystal Braves, the Scions are constantly being thrown into dangerous battles with deadly predicaments. Even Ori Boulder and Guldenay have been promoted from guard duty to fill our needs for competent warriors. And so it seems only right that I too shall acquire the power to defend myself, and others more importantly. When I return, I shall be both your receptionist and bodyguard. What? What? Whoa, hey! Look at this clown. This is the first time I've almost been knocked to the ground by a Lalafell. Oh, I've never seen Miss Chitaru so determined. Has aught befell with which I might help, Antecedent? Not at the present, thank you. Was there something you would ask of me? Oh, yes. Pray excuse my distraction. An adventurer who was to join us for escort duty was injured while out on patrol. And I fear we cannot properly defend the scholars entrusted to our protection without the aid of at least one more guard. Therefore, I humbly request another adventurer of capable kinds to, of course, be assigned to our party. Very well. I shall consider the potential candidates and provide you with a replacement as soon as I am able. Oh, my thanks, Antecedent. I take my leave of you. It is only scarier that now I know Chitaru has gone off to try to get trained to fight. Because that makes me wonder if she knows how to fight. What is all this? What is all this? Do I get to do both of these? In Guild Wars, I wouldn't. In Guild Wars, this would be a choice. I can't imagine they wouldn't. They would tell me if it was a choice, right? It'd be like in a quest. There's no choices. You have to do both. Oh. That's, yeah. I mind blown, thankful, all of it. At a loss for words. Me too. power to defend oneself. Tataru has ever been full of surprises. You know, now that I think on it, I do recall Oriange mentioning that she had developed an interest in Arcanima. Mayhap she hopes to gain admittance to the Arcanist Guild in Limsala Mensa. Yes, that will be the way of it. Would you be so kind as to journey to the guild and see that all is well? It is doubtless unwarranted, but I am sure that I am not alone in my concern for her safety. I bet she turns out fine. And I do wonder, do you perchance recall the commitment I made to furnish Hoary Boulder with capable adventurers not 10 seconds ago? Well, I'm sorry to say that in the whole 10 seconds since he requested it, I have been unable to do so. Now, I realize that you are a rather more than capable adventurer, and that escort duty is frankly beneath a man of your talents. I have no one else to turn to at present. Might you be willing to forego the rest and assist us in this matter? I guess. Oh, generous to a fault, I thank you, Meteor. Now, it seems only fair that I explain the important task in question. For some time, our order has been employed to a handful of scholars to travel around Eorzea, taking etheric readings that we might better understand the impact of primal surroundings. Naturally, it behooves us to ensure our employees' safety, so we ask the adventurers in our service to serve as escorts. Hoary Boulder and Coultonay were to act as two such escorts, and as was a third adventurer. Alas, due to injury, said adventurer is not present fit for duty. Hence, my need to impose upon your goodwill. You are truly a pillar of strength, Meteor. Hoary Boulder will share with you the details of your task. He should be waiting for you outside. Be safe. So because I don't find myself in any RP venues that might be advertised on billboards, the type of escort quest that I am familiar with is a / escort quest. And I believe I've been directly quoted as saying that I would rather pull my toenails off than do another escort quest. So I'm not really sure why I had to agree to this, because I wouldn't have agreed to this.
Oh, Meteor, is it true that you've agreed to lend us a hand?
I guess.
Huzzah! What did I tell you, Coultonay? Our misfortune is becoming a blessing. What an opportunity to serve alongside the warrior of light himself.
Need I remind you that we have 3 scholars to escort, each of whom will take a different route?
True, but our mission is the same. Separated by moms we may be, but in spirit we shall be together.
If such thought brings you joy, you're welcome to think them. 2 more practical concerns, Meteor. We would have you attend to the scholar charged with surveying the South Shroud.
He's waiting at Camp Tranquil as we speak. All you need to do is follow the man himself. He will determine the most appropriate locations to take his readings. In spirit, Meteor, in spirit. We shall be together every step of the way. And the thing about Eorzea is knowing that while it often feels like you are with fellow adventurers, much of the time it is only in spirit.
Alright. Off to the land of the toad.
At last, the Scion's man deigns to grace me with his presence. Oh, a pity that we have no time for pleasantries.
Our first destination is Ismhar. Come, we are late enough as it is. What, did the last servant fail? Yes, he did. He was injured terribly. Oh, that is very inconvenient. Awesome. We should have sent Alfie to deal with you. At last. I literally came in on a teleport, and now I'm flying around on a giant fat chocobo. But the scholar that can't defend themselves. I don't know how Sir Amaric keeps such a level head when people I assume are just as entitled to him. I really like him. Yes, this location should suffice. Once I finish calibrating my instruments, that means tuning, you sellswords may not know, I will require but a moment to take necessary measurements. I trust I need not explain that my work can suffer no interruptions. Then, please, stand at an appropriate distance and keep watch for the wild beasts. Oh, you would do well at it. You, after all, do look like a wild beast. Alright.